Well, hello everyone. This is the video for the 2022 Jeep Compass. Well, here she is. This is in the Trailhawk edition. Now, if you notice for the styling cues, this one also has the red hooks down below, and you also have the darkened out lighting, so it gives it a much better aesthetic view. Not only, if you notice the hood across the top, you also have the matte black that's right across the top there, which helps to reduce the glare for when you're driving. Excessive glare can cause a little bit of a blinding situation, so it increases the safety while you're driving as well. I also would like to point out, if we look a little closer down here below, you notice that you don't have the fairings underneath there, and you actually do have skid plate protection on here, which separates it from many of our competitors. So you have better ground clearance and water fording capability. You also have the tow hooks there to assist someone if they're in dire need, since that this Compass will go places where the other vehicles in this category will not. What really separates this vehicle is it's not just a car that has been shaped and designed like an SUV. It's actually a sport utility vehicle. Well, under the hood, let's begin with this 2.4 Tiger Shark engine. It has 177 horsepower and 172 pound-feet of torque, so it's very responsive in this category. So you're going to have plenty of power to perform, and you'll also have excellent fuel economy. If you notice, all your service points are right here on the top, highlighted in bright colors. Makes it easier to get your servicing done if you plan on doing it yourself or DIYers. But then you also have Jeep Wave. One of the things that it'll do for you is it'll provide you with your first 3 oil changes and tire rotations, which will save money for you and keep that money in your pocket versus having to spend it at a service facility. I also would like to point out here the heat shield over the top here, which also insulates, but it also, as if there's ever a fire underneath here, this will drop down and cover the engine and help to retard that fire situation so that you can get out of the vehicle safely. Plus, you also have crumple zones through here, which are designed as an accordion effect, so that in an accident it absorbs the impact versus transferring that energy into the capsule where the passengers would be harmed. So therefore, it makes it quite a bit safer. Now, this hood also folds into a teepee as this engine drops down, so it doesn't crash into the capsule design. So all of these are safety increments which separate this Compass from many of your smaller vehicles. Now let's take a look at this alloy wheel that we have here, and also the braking systems. When you look at the suspension here, you have much better shocks, because this one actually has shocks not just for roads but even for off-road use. And then you also have, look at the size of the brakes that you have here. Those are much larger than your competitive vehicles in this segment, because when you have all this power and performance, you also need to be able to slow the vehicle and stop it. Now, these also have disc brakes here across the back, and these alloy wheels reduce the unsprung weight, so that bouncing weight, so it's not transferring that much energy, so it also contributes to a much smoother ride. Independent front and rear suspension also gives you that, plus a generous long wheelbase. That'll also give you excellent passenger capacity, but also a superior ride. But if you notice, your approach angle here is very great, so you can go over obstacles without bottoming out, and you have excellent breakover, and you also have excellent departure angles as well. Give you a little quick look here. Plenty of space in the rear, and if you notice these seats here, they have a very large cushion area, so it's not just a short seat giving the illusion of more room in the back. It's actually a comfortable seat for passengers to sit and ride back here. Now, adding to their comfort level and utility, there is a 110 AC outlet, plus you got a 12-volt DC outlet, and then you also have heated seats back here for your outboard passengers. Up front, you have heated seats as well, and you also have ventilated seats up front. But then back here, you also have air vents for passenger comfort, And you also have USB and USB-C plugins, which actually for your newer phones, it actually powers them up a lot faster. And then you also have a full-on panoramic roof, which the front part actually acts as a sunroof. Gorgeous interior. Look at the details, the fine stitching, just the quality, the fit and finish is second to none in this category. And that's what really separates Jeeps, is not only they have the best capability in their, each of their categories, especially this Trailhawk edition here, but they also come with the most luxurious interiors of their segment. So when it talk about value, their value is second to none in each of the categories that they deliver. So they give you best-in-class luxury, best-in-class performance as well. Now this one also has towing capability, and if you notice, you have a flat 4 pin here, and then you also have the receiver hitch mounted right here. Plus you also have another tow hook to assist people in need. And one of the greatest things is this one has a power rear hatch. Look at that. Nice and convenient. You can also operate that with the remote. The button is right here. Plus you also have another 12-volt DC plug right in there. And the piece de resistance, you also get a full-size spare tire back here. Most of these vehicles in this category do not provide that. A lot of them will give you just a little bit of the tire fill kit or so. This one actually won't leave you stranded. And then right over here you have a woofer, and this is an Alpine audio system, a premium Alpine audio system. So the quality of sound back here is exemplary. Now as we come into the driver's seat here, we have power seat with memory, and you also have your power seat controls there and the lumbar support as well. Now this one here has we spoke about the Alpine premium audio system, so that's something that you would enjoy. And with this 10.25 inch screen, very nice. And this display center here, which you can adjust and change right through here. Now you also get your Apple CarPlay and Android Auto and your Uconnect system. When you push that button right there, you can actually speak to the car, tell it to set the temperature. You can set your directions and your instructions for your navigation. You can change your medium. Now you also have controls here that are behind the steering wheel for changing the volume, and then they also change the modes. So if you're going to change your music modes or the modes of interacting, then you can hit that one there. These buttons here, these do your adaptive cruise control, so you can set the distances between the vehicles, and then you have your regular cruise if you want to use that and not have that engaged. But that'll also, this right here will help you, especially if you're going somewhere where it's a lot of traffic or busy traffic, and it'll go all the way down to stop, so, and then go again. So it's pretty nice for that, and it's very, that's a big safety feature. Now these also have this one has the 4-wheel drive low setting, plus you also have rock, snow, and sand in the terrain management system here. Plus you also have a 4-wheel lock, so this gives you extreme traction. So you actually can go and do the downhill assist, and you can actually go into a crawl ratio of 20-to-1 in this thing, which is extremely capable. And then if you go here, you also have for comfort level here, you've got dual zone temperatures for driver and passenger. And as I mentioned before, you can voice command that. You can even say set temperature to 68 degrees. You can tell it to set passenger temperature to 62 degrees and get those things done right through there. Now you also have navigation with this system, and you also even have your lane keep assist, so it actually keeps you in the lane, not just tug you back in and out. It keeps you centered in the lane. So that's something that a lot of these vehicles in this category do not offer. Now this also has connected services, which on your vehicles today is very important, because it's very important to a lot of people. That adds enhanced safety, convenience as well. So in an emergency, there's an SOS button there. It can get emergency services directly to you if you need it. And then you also have the concierge, and with the concierge, they can come out and, you know, like if you needed a tow, or if you had a flat tire and you needed that fixed, you can also utilize that service through them too. Plus, you can even use this vehicle in conjunction with your Alexa. It integrates into that, and you can send directions to your vehicle from the Connected Services app, your Jeep Connect app. You can also send the last instructions from your vehicle to your app. If you were going somewhere, like let's say downtown to a function, and you didn't know exactly where that last mile of instructions would be from a parking garage, you can send that information directly from your vehicle to your Uconnect app, and that way you'll be able to find your venue once you've parked in the parking lot without having to start all over again and go to your Google Maps or Waze or whatever. So I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this video. And if you have any questions regarding anything, please feel free to contact me. This is Leon Dudley Jr. right here at Bill Estes Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, where I can tell you what, life's just better in a Jeep. All right? Well, you take care and have a great rest of your day.